Okay, so e4 on the board, we go with e6, the French defense. Yeah. White's turn, white gonna continue, knight c3. So we go with d5 attacking the center. White capture, we capture the f from the pawn, controlling, like pushing the pawn forward, attacking the knight. Our main plan here is develop the queen outside, where we choose to take the e4 attacking the knight. Ultimately, this was white's turn, where white is thinking for the move. Let's see how he responds. He may try to defend the knight. So basically, he can take the knight b5. Okay. Bishop c4, preparing for the checkmate. But I think it's not going to be a very helpful move. I can have queen e7 check. Knight will go back. And then focusing on development. So continue with queen e7, where the knight may go back. Otherwise, if the bishop go, then capturing the knight in the next move. Knight come to e4, what's the response? So in this position, knight e4, we choose to continue the game. Okay. So in this position, c6, preparing for b5, attacking this bishop. Ultimately, let's see what he responds. First of all, so white go with bishop e3. Bishop e3, and now we need to defend this pawn. So for that, we'll push. Okay. First, we'll go with bishop e7, allowing him to capture it. If he captures and this file will be open, and then the pin will be active, so this will be a threat. Basically, he should not capture. If he captures, then that's advantage for us. Okay, so vice turn. The basic idea of bishop b7 is that I can anytime push the pawn forward and attack like this. Okay. This bishop is also called the fianchetto bishop, if you all know about that. So vice turn, the best move in this position would be moving this d3 and adding a defender, looking after bishop development and all. Okay, so vice turn. Let's see how white responds over here. In the meantime, if you all enjoyed the stream, then to like my stream. And also, if you want to play against me, you may send me the challenges. Okay, so this is the position. Playing d3 can be a move. He continue with bishop sacrifice. Okay. Queen takes, then knight check not possible. Alright, so there might be a threat. Wait. He sacrificed the bishop after thinking for absolute 1 minute. So basically, there is a plan that I cannot see. Queen will capture, the knight may not come here because the bishop is there. So queen capture, then he may try queen take. I'll take it back. The knight may go there. I don't know why. I don't know why, but this is not a good move. Or is there something that I'm missing? So we continue queen take f7. Like let's see what was the plan. Maybe knight take pawn. No, not at all. Because just for a pawn, who will sacrifice the man of peace? Right? Okay. Let's look for the plan for white made that I was not able to judge. So let's see what he responds. Okay. So now white's turn, and what we can observe is he can take this, okay, and we take it back. Now we have lost our king safety, I mean king castling ability. Knight coming here with check is not helpful to black, I mean white. So we continue king e8. Hmm. Okay, so let's see what the response. Here is castle because king safety is important. Then we're gonna continue with c5, activating the bishop. Rook coming to e1, a very powerful move, and we continue bishop e7. Basically, we are just dislocating this, and at the same time, knight comes c6, attacking this, preparing for the fork coming in the upcoming evaluation. So we come with king f7, knight goes there and attack towards this, where we have to like give up that. So knight comes out, knight take, and bishop take it back. We continue with d3, preparing for the bishop development. So we continue knight f6 because we also need to develop our pieces. The position is equal. At least we are having two minor pieces for a row. That's the main difference. Bishop g5. Okay, if we trade, then that's our benefit because bishop is a very important piece. I hope you all know about that. Okay, so the main weakness of white is this knight, right? Because this knight is not opening this file. He played bishop g5 like that only. So the basic move is x6, attacking that. If he takes, just take back from the knight, activate it. Or I think I should take from the bishop. Because if I take from the knight, okay, he played bishop x4. Now he plays a very reasonable move, bishop x4. This is why it is reasonable. First of all, this is reasonable because the bishop is the most powerful piece, which he is not trading for a knight. Now, bishop x4. I would say g5, like I would make pawn down, making the bishop go there. I think this is good a plan. Okay. So we continue with g5 and guys if you are enjoying the stream then to like the live stream bishop g3. Now if I go with knight x5 the bishop may come here. Okay, so basically I just develop my pieces giving threats to white like that. And there's a hidden bishop for us which is going to attack towards the long diagonal that you may observe. So this will be a very big advantage for me. Okay, 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining on the clock for white. And white continues c3, a very good move, attacking the center. But this is an inaccuracy. Why? Because who will give the bishop? He only had one bishop and he just gave up that powerful bishop. So we just take it without any doubt. Knight take it. Okay, so now he's thinking knight take it, and now he open up this rook file also. Now we have to main focus on our center. Basically this pawn. We have to focus on this one. So what am I going to suggest is if we gonna go with capturing it. He'll capture and then I go with bishop there. Okay. I'll take, he'll take it back, then take the bishop there and attack this way. Else, what will I suggest is the knight. Knight may come in any of these three squares, especially this one, so that he can attack our bishop, right? So this is our threat, which we can see in future. Okay, so for now, what we may do is, we may first of all capture this, and let him capture it back. Okay, now he is thinking, he will capture, or maybe he can take the knight first. Okay, he go with b takes c3. Now I will consider bishop f6 and attack this diagonal. Basically attacking the pawn, attacking these two rooks at the same time. Ultimately, we can like open up the rook towards the open file and attack. Not now, but in the future. Not now. Okay. He go with rook a7. A very strong move. Like he's just defending it. Now I can push this pawn forward. The main reason for pushing this pawn forward is if we we'll take back the bishop will be having a complete open diagonal. That's my main plan for pushing the pawn forward. And ultimately, what I suggest is, uh, I think I should take the king there because this will not allow the knight to come in any of these two squares. So basically, king g6 is my thought. Else, I will suggest this. because this move will help in pushing p4 and all. So what will I suggest? I think I should go with king g6. Just for king safety, because king safety is priority. Without the king, how will you play the game, right? So these two squares are under control. Knight e4. Now we have an opportunity. So, welcome, uncle. Alright, so in this position, we have an opportunity to attack this knight over here. Well, if we take, that will be a fair trade. I think this is a better opportunity for that. So we just eliminate this because this light square bishop is not at all for our requirements. Now we take it. We can join the rook and attack more and more. Rook takes it. Okay. So rook take e4. We take the knight to e5. Attacking this pawn is our priority. And at the same time, we can join the rook here attacking this further. So let's see what he responds. If he pushed the pawn forward, oh, then that's not at all a good move because we can take the knight to d3 and attack this further. Ultimately, we can even push this and just secure it. If we go with rook here. Okay, so rook d1 and now we consider c4. Now let's see what he responds. Our main plan is going to be b4 with the knight supporting it. So b4 will be attacking this pawn and the bishop diagonal is already attacking. So playing b4 is a threat. Alright, now let's see what white responds. In this position, white should push the pawn forward. But for that, you need to defend this pawn, right? Alright. So basically, you can take the rook here, try to create a pin, so that my bishop cannot move, right? So he can take the rook here and make my bishop not move. Rook coming over here, attacking this. Now he is quite concerned. Now he know my plan that I am going to push b4. So he know that. In this position, we need to secure it. We may go with a6 or simple rook over here. Any of the two variations. So we consider continuing with rook b6. I mean rook b8. So that we can anytime push for a4, I mean a5 and push it. So a3. Now a3 was the response. Uh, okay. So we just push a4, I mean a5 and look further for attacking this. He go with rook to e6. Now rook e6 was the response. Uh, he can take this rook anytime over here and attack this pawn. So this is an opportunity for us to push. Yeah. So we continue with p4 and attack these two pieces. But we cannot take any of them because the rook may capture our rook. So basically we are just pushing the pawn forward. Okay. So he captured it. So we also capture it back and he also captured it. Alright, so now he's thinking, if he capture it, then we are going to capture this pawn first. Then we will capture that pawn. So basically he did not capture it. And now he will play the rook here and attack this pawn. In my opinion. Yeah, rook c6. Now we need to defend this. Okay, if I take it, you take this, push. Yeah, so I think b takes c3. The rook takes it, push this pawn forward, and that will be unstoppable. If rook takes the pawn, then that will be the mid. Rook take b8. So we continue c2 and promote to a queen. Ultimately, the position comes to neutral. So he go with king f1. We take this pawn. Two minor pieces on the board, and that's absolutely powerful. Okay, so he continues rook d8. Bishop comes e5, attacking that pawn. Ultimately, he can take the rook there, attack this. So knight comes, b3, activating the knight. Knight e4, kill check. And now, once again, another check on the board. Okay, so king e4. Wait, king e4. Bishop f6, attack this. Now let's see what he responds. I mean, white's turn and white is thinking for the response over here. Hmm. In the meantime, if you are enjoying the stream, try to like the stream. King f7 attacking this. If we take, oh yes. Alright, so rook a8. Knight to d6, give a check. Like chess, give checks. That's all. Hmm. So white turn and white play king d5. Knight goes to f5. Hmm. Now let's see what he responds. We go into a7 check, giving some checks. We go with king g6, and we can just push the pawn forward. I think this is going to be a draw. Knight h4. Now this pawn is weakness. These two pawns, we can attack him. Okay, so let's see what he responds. White's turn, white should go with king there, but let's see, that's his choice. King will go there, then it will not allow the knight to come. Okay, so rook a6. We continue knight to f3. King goes there. We'll take the knight. Welcome Jackie. Jackie D. Welcome to my channel. Knight f3, we can take the knight g1, attack this pawn. So let's see what he responds. In my opinion, king e4. Alright, so white turn on knight a3. I mean, sorry, rook a3. So we continue this attacking. King comes to e6. Bishop d4, attack that pawn. So this is white's turn, and white is thinking for the move. Having 1 minute and 50 seconds on the clock. Let's see how he responds. Okay, so he go with rook a6. Okay, very powerful move. Like if I take it, he may bring the king there. I'll play this. So I don't think so that's helpful. Bishop take f2, and he may play the king anywhere of his choice. King e7. King g7, capture this pawn, this one, flop the knight. Anytime just capture it. I think this is a draw. Completely draw. Or maybe I can make him lose some time like that. Okay. So what he may do? He may play king to e6. Where we just capture this, defend this, make our pieces protected, bishop x4, and certainly he can go with some chess. That's all he can do. That's all he can do. King f8. So king goes there, trying to figure out some after this technique and interesting opening. Okay. So you may choose any of the opening that you would like to learn. Knight f2, attacking this. King takes it, just take this pawn. This pawn is with us. But the problem is time pressure. King e3, now he play this, trying to figure out for some checkmate tricks. But of course, we are not going to fall for that. King f8, king goes there, give a check, bishop check. King goes to e5, just push the pawn forward, that's all. 47 seconds on the clock remaining for white. For white. White is going to face some time pressure over here. Should I push? Push, take, boom. Yeah. So push g2. The rook may go back. And knight goes there. Oh, that's good. So this is an easy win. Alright. Okay, so check on the board. Now he is trying some checks. Bishop comes there, e7. Welcome, I am not found. I am not found. Wow. So 25 seconds on the clock remaining on the clock. And white is thinking for the move. Basically on, and he resigns the king. Alright. So guys, if you want to play against me, you may send me the challenges. And we'll continue with another games. So we have another challenge. This time we'll play the Catalan opening. Okay, the Queen's Gambit. A6. Alright, so we go with knight c3. With this opening, our main plan is to attack the center, basically with development of our minor pieces and king safety. This is the basic principle of Queen's Gambit. D5 we go with knight f6, then we go with e4. Now you may see the pyramid pawn structure controlling the center with the knight also. And we have activated all the pieces. So this is the main principle of Queen's Gambit. We continue e take e5. Now he go with Queen e7 check. Alright. So in this position, uh, for the first time I'm seeing this setup. So I will go with Queen to e2. In this position, if I go with Bishop e2, then he may play b5. b5 for sure. If I go with Bishop e2, he will play b5 so that he can attack my pawn because he will take advantage of that pin. That's why I play Queen over here. We take it. So just take it back from the bishop, activate it, attack this pawn. I mean, sorry, defend that. Knight f3. Alright, so over here, this is black's turn. Black go with castling. We also go with castling. Alright, so over here we go with b6. So we activate the bishop at 4. Now let's see what it is from. Thanks for the listen. Thank you so much. Okay, so knight h5. Now this bishop. There's a very basic principle that I would love to tell you all. If you see these positions where your opponent offers some trade, what you have to do? Simple reason is protect your bishop and give up your knights. That's for sure. This is the best principle for you to win easily. Okay, now in this position, we go with knight to e1. This knight is under attack. That's the main plan. f4. Okay, now if I take, you take back, I'll take it. Advantage. So bishop take h5. Welcome to Shadas. Welcome back to my channel. I remember you actually. F take e3. Now just take it back. Yeah. So ultimately we are having the advantage. Although we just lost the bishop, but still at least we have. Bro, haters will hit, and that's okay. That's okay. I mean, I would love to know the reason why you all are not liking. If there is some reason to improve my channel, then please do suggest. I am always available. For sure. Okay, so let's come to the point. We go with e4. The main reason the knight is supporting it, controlling the center, attacking the bishop. That's the main plan. Bishop g6. So we continue this g3. Play h4, push the pawn forward. Knight comes. Okay, so now this knight is going to be more powerful, attacking this pawn. So this knight is a future threat. First of all, we continue with h4, like we are attacking the minor pieces. Yes, to start us, of course, I will play against you. Set me the challenges. That's all you have to do. b3. First defend this. Now you may play bishop there. He's having two brilliant bishops. That's the only problem for me. These two brilliant bishops. And I'm having these two silly knights. Okay, so let's see what happens. 8 minutes and 20 seconds remaining on the clock. And this is Black's turn. He go with knight e4. And he made a blunder. आवाज ठीक से नहीं आ रही. I hope now my voice is audible for you. Bishop d2. Only 4 people, but how about it? Okay. Welcome, people. Bishop d2 attacking the knight. Okay. So now this is the threat for this. A very nice plan. So we just take the knight behind, attack that bishop. I think that this game is kind of, I'm not following my principles, right? I'm taking my pieces back and that. So king h3, rook coming over here is the threat because of bishop checkmate. In my opinion, if we go with this, then I know. Yes, welcome Nimbus. If you want to play against me, send me the challenge. That's all you have to do. Knight take e2, the position is not equal. I am having like more. He go with rook f2. So just block this position. First of all to check if the king goes there. If the king goes there. Oh yes. Then play the rook here. Checkmate. So this means he has to trade. There no more option other than that. So black's down and black is thinking for the move, having 7 minutes and 28 seconds on the clock. He continues with the trace, and then the bishop coming to b1 attacking this pawn. So we continue with creating our pawn structure. Basically b4 attacking this pawn is our main plan. No matter we lose the pawn, but still we can attack towards these two pawns. So bishop take. We activate the knight attacking the bishop and make some plans for attacking this further, promoting two queens. So he continues bishop d3, which has eliminate the pawn, preparing for attacking this. D takes c5, we continue pushing it forward for the promotion of the queen. He continues with c4. We have this knight controlling the square, so we continue with this, and we can expect black to resign the game, or maybe he can continue. So black resigns the game. Alright. If you want to challenge me, you may send me the challenges. So we receive a challenge. And this time we are playing as black. He continue with e3. So e3, the main plan is d4, c4. So we continue with e5. Like we attack the center, he go with a3. d5 taking full control of the center. What is my elo? My elo is 1558 that you may see. Knight f6 on the board. He go with c4, we continue c6 defending that pawn. Ultimately go with knight f3. So we go with e4 attacking this knight. Alright, so he go with knight d4. Knight d4 on the board. Now in this position, knight d4. So we continue the game with b6. Like we are not allowing this pawn to be pushed further. He continue bishop e2. We go with bishop e7, preparing for castling. Welcome Rakesh Das. Knight c3 on the board. We continue with castling on the board. He may begin with so he go with castling, maintaining the king safety. Now in this position, we continue queen c7. The main plan to attack this diagonal and defend the pawn at the same time. Uh, thank you. Thank you very much, Nibus. C take d5. We continue with capturing this back, activating this file. Knight comes to d5 and attack the queen. Two active knights attacking towards our pieces is going to be the threat. So we continue. Okay. We got queen to d8, playing the queen backside, bishop b2, and then we go with a6 and attack this knight. Like we make this knight go back. Knight c3. We go with bishop b5 and then create a close position. We go with this f3. Okay. So basically we are not going to capture because this is something that white wants. So we must never accept that. In this position, the basic plan now we can consider is playing knight to d7, developing the bishop, joining the rook. We go with knight take, f take e4. We take it back from the pawn. Ultimately, we can even take the knight at the center, which will help a lot. Okay, so he continued d3. Now he is continuously attacking towards our pieces. That's for sure. So we take the bishop b7. Like we are adding a defender to our pawn, and as well as we are developing our pieces, we can anytime capture it, making the bishop activated. So that's the reason we don't trade. We take e4, we'll take it back, making a way for bishop also to make some development moves. Alright, now knight we take, we'll take back, activate the bishop. We go with bishop d3. So bishop d3, he is now also activating it. We'll take the knight to f6. The main plan to activate the queen at the same time. Okay, so this is white's turn where white is thinking, having 8 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. Let's see how he responds over here. So white continue queen c2. Now he has 3 attackers towards our knight. We already have 3 defenders, so that's the better plan. In the meantime, we will continue rook c8 as our priority. But before that, okay, so in this position, we continue. I think we must not continue with that. Okay, so we go with rook c8. Like we are attacking in this way. Basically, we are making some pin towards the queen, and that will be one exception. Okay, so this is white's turn, where white is thinking, white go with knight to f5. So we simply continue the game with eliminating this knight. Where if we eliminate back from the bishop, we take the knight d5 and add an attacker towards that bishop. The only way to defend that bishop is nothing. So he has to give that. He can try some checks, try to take this pawn from the bishop and all. He'll try to take it. I'll take it back, and bishop will take that. Now he's trying to attack. That can be the plan. So 8 minutes on the clock, and white is thinking for the move. Let's see how he responds over here. He continue with capturing, we capture it back. He'll take this, we'll take the king there. Right, that's the forcing move continuation. Okay, king h8. Nimbush, what is your rating? Yes, I'm also concerned. Please tell me your rating. What's your rating? So bishop take g7, take it. Oh, that's the reason. So basically, it's just secure it. Okay. Queen f5, but he forgets something. Check on the board. Continue the game. King goes there. Of course, only one possible move. Yeah. Now what we may do is uh, offering some trades. No. Yeah. Queen x6 is the best move because Queen x6 is controlling all these squares where the queen can go, and that's better. Like queen can go means queen can attack us. Okay. Now, let's see what he responds. We are also attacking this, but that's not very helpful for sure. Rook f3. Take this bishop. Rook check. King goes. Oh, oh my god. King goes behind. Rook comes there. Hmm. Nice plan. So we just need to clear the queen. Oh my god. Now this is a pressure for us. Alright, let's try this. The position is still equal as per chess.com. Yeah. It is saying that I am having 1 point advantage. That's good. Check on the board, play the king there, secure it, and maintain some plans. We go with this. Now we need to make a plan. Uh, the bishop needs to be secured. So what we may do is no. Yeah. So rook f2, knight is controlling this. So there is no fork possible. He can try queen check. We'll take the king there. Yeah. So basically the queen is not a very big threat for us. Yeah. So we can continue the game normally. We can even take this rook there. Now if I will be as white, then I will be attacking this bishop. Because this bishop is the only key to defend these three pieces. Right? So my main priority will be to defend this bishop at all costs. Alright, so now he's thinking. Our main plan is to attack towards the king side. We'll just double up. Okay, so he continue x5. Okay. If I push the pawn, queen check, just take it. Hmm. A possible move. Or if I just don't take and play the rook there. You'll take it, I'll take it. So we just continue taking that because taking it does not create threats, right? Checks. Then I cannot take the king here because he can take the check and win the bishop. So rook d1 and attack this. Okay, now let's think. Let's think over here because I'm 100% sure if I get an opportunity, then he is going to take this. So if I am 100% sure for that, then I think if I go with knight over here, and I think that's better. Knight f4, the bishop, knight, rook attacking this pawn. Oh, but I think I made a mistake. Yeah. So king goes back. There was only one option. Queen check, win the bishop. Oh shit. All right, but we will not resign the game. Like we'll try it. Queen checks. Okay. So we take this king behind. You can eliminate it. Wait, if we eliminate it, that will be a blunder. Oh yes. Right. If we eliminate it, then rook check. Yeah, but he does not eliminate. Hmm. So we continue the game. King to f8. Now he'll continue with the checks, obviously. So check, 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 check. And that's the game. Alright, so 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining for white. And let's see how he responds. Our position is all set. All the pieces are well defended except for this rook. This rook is not at all defended. And he makes sure to give checks. Yeah, rook f6. King goes there. He can take it. Hmm. Okay. Now if we take this, still I think there will be a winning continuation. If we take it, but he does not take it. That's the only problem. I am analyzing the position, but that's not happening. So queen check, king goes there. Okay, queen check like this, attacking this rook. So my dear rook has to go. King e7, attacking this, he'll play checks or take it, and in exchange he'll give my rook maybe. So obviously he does not give. Uh, so we are continuing the game, taking the king back to d8, and I hope he does not repeat the moves. Yeah. So this is something I really don't want. And now he can take the rook. Oh shit. Okay. So king p6, at least making a way. He'll take it. Obviously. So just take it. Alright, so now he's thinking queen check. I don't know what the hell he is doing. King c7. Taking it. Come on. This is something that I am not observing. Yeah, finally he takes it. Now let's make a plan to should take. King goes there. Try to make some forks with this, any of them. Alright. So king coming to h2. Just take the rook. Okay. If I take the rook here, then we can come here, check and this. Hmm. So what should I do? Basic solution coming to my mind is to resign the game. Okay. Or let's make some threats. And a particular threat that I'm thinking. Okay, if I take the knight there, then we will capture it. Not helpful. Hmm. So I think I should resign the game. Alright. So this was an amazing game played by White, and we resigned the game. Hmm. Okay, so if you want, you may also set any challenges. All the challenges are allowed. Any challenges? Hmm. Okay, so let's analyze this game. Because I lost this game, so I want to analyze this game. Wait. I hope you may see my screen now. Yeah. Okay. So now it is analyzing the game. We can continue with that. Okay. So we continue the opening. I mean, I was playing as black, and then he continued with e3. This is also known as the one Crucis opening. Basically, he planned for pushing this, control the center, and activate. That's his plan. So we go with e5, and he played a good move. Actually, this is not a good move at all because a3 is a useless move. You could use your time to control the center and all. So we continue with some moves. The main problem came over here. So P6 was a mistake. Now let's analyze why P6 was a mistake. Basically in this position, I should prefer for development of our pieces like bishop P6 or even T takes C4. Yeah. Welcome to this. So I think I should develop bishop D6 instead of playing P6. Now the main reason why it is a mistake in my case is that it is defending the pawn. But I played b6 which is not defending it. That's the main reason. Bishop e2 is a miss. The main threat over here was c5. No. Yeah, c take d5. C take d5 or even knight over here. Applying pressure. But he was not enough experienced. So bishop e2. Bishop e7 was an inaccuracy. Over here, we could continue with the game. c5. Yeah. c5 will be a very aggressive way in attacking the center, right? So I just missed that opportunity. Welcome, Turkesh, and thank you so much. So bishop e7, knight c3 is a mistake. Obviously, castling is priority. Why he's not castling? And also he can take this pawn. So like that. Castling is miss. Now it was a blunder. Now if it was a blunder, so this means I should have captured this. And this was something I did not observe. Suddenly I played queen c7 and that was a mistake. Yeah. So the game continued. Uh, I don't think. This is a mistake. So over here, basically I played this knight over here so that I can support this. Now instead of playing this, I should have continued with d takes. Wait. Okay, so in this position, I could have continued the game. Knight takes c3. Okay. I don't know why, but okay. So now this was a blunder, yeah, because of rook c8 that I found attacking it with. And then we continued. There was another great move. Wait, how many great moves I played in this game? I played three great moves. Wow. Hmm. And then it continued. Ultimately, I just made one terrible mistake, and that was giving up the queen. Okay. So thank you very much for coming to my live stream. We'll meet